Congratulations, everybody! We've made it to week 2. Hi, I'm Cole Griffiths with the Stanford Daily, and I'm here to present this week's video news. This past Monday, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo came to visit the Hoover Institution, where he gave a policy talk discussing actions in Iran. New Jersey Senator and Stanford alum Cory Booker has dropped out of the 2020 presidential primary, leaving Tom Steyer as the only Stanford-affiliated alum currently in the Democratic primary race. Last Friday, a Safeway store on Middlefield Road was robbed. There is currently a $10,000 reward for anyone who has information about the suspects. New Yorker staff writer and author of Trick Mirror, Gia Tolentino, came to Stanford to discuss her craft and her career. As we approach MLK Day, the university has chosen to commemorate the famous civil rights activist by hosting an open house at the King Institute, showing off one of the largest collections of Martin Luther King Jr. documents in the United States. In addition to the open house, the university played a newly discovered recording of one of King's old speeches in Memorial Church. We interviewed Dr. Claybourne Carson, director of the King Institute at Stanford, and got a few of his thoughts.
Well, I'm Claybourne Carson, and I'm a professor of history here at Stanford, and 35 years ago now, Coretta Scott King called me and asked me to edit and publish the papers of Martin Luther King. And I eventually accepted that offer and been doing the work here at Stanford during the years since then. We've published 7 volumes of King's papers, and I've published a number of other books on King based on the papers almost 30 years ago now. I wrote a play about Martin Luther King called Passages of Martin Luther King, and worked with the drama department to produce it here at Stanford. And then about 15 years ago, I was able to establish the Martin Luther King Research and Education Institute here at Stanford. And so since then we've done a lot of other related activities, educational activities, holding conferences. At the King Institute, every day is Martin Luther King Day. There's hardly a day goes by where we're not learning something new. King was a complex figure. He had lots of different aspects to his life, both as a minister, as a father, as a husband. He was a spokesperson for something larger than himself. And so just trying to do as much as possible to make sure that King and his legacy are kept available to people for years to come.
Here's hoping we make it to week 3. Please like and subscribe at the end of this video.